That time again. That time again, innit? Hello, everyone. This is Danny C's YouTube channel. Let's get down to business for TJ's 90-minute endurance race at Le Mans in the Gr.3. And I'm ready for it. Now, this is something that I just every now and then I allow the people to go into the party chat so I just and this is the voice that you're about to hear, which I'm about to introduce you, which obviously you see this one person who's quick as you and then knowing that with a lot of potential, then everything happens for a reason, doesn't it? So I just like to introduce you to all to somebody who is in my party chat. That is Asian Alfie. How are you, sir? Good stuff. Oh yeah, it's you're up for it? Yeah, yeah. It's so if anybody's just tuned in to me stream, then I am very much a weekend person unless I do a stream in the middle of the week at random, whatever I got lined up. So feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and see where we go from there. And I'm just out of it in my Porsche so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna give the Porsche a run and I'm not gonna lie that this update is literally just the physics and all sorts has changed the game it will all feel much slower than you can feel that much understeer.
Smiling face with sunglasses.
Yeah, let's get down to business there, Captain. Good to see you on there. Hope you're having a good day. So we've got Wally DJ who's joined in the party. So and then we've got Shadow in so they're the ones to watch out for in the race. So yeah, they are quick. So Wally, I think to me, Wally's the one who's up for the task. But having seen him win the 90-minute endurance race in the 80s, 90s Le Mans cars a while back. So yeah. So but we'll see how that pans out in that Gr3s as well. We have a lot to play for. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Started 5-10 minutes ago. There will be. Obviously, we've got Captain. We had Captain who was watching, just to wish me luck and whatnot. So, but yeah.
I just got the notification, so I wanted to say good luck. I am gonna continue with my studying.
Thank you, Hado. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day as well. You want to think of the balance. So yeah, which to me I think I'm going to stick with a car that I feel that gives me the balance in terms of the straight line speed as well as the corners, and of course strategy is also another matter as well, and of course the driver themselves that has to have a brain to assess how what the weather throws at us. So yeah. What's Wally in there? I think it looks like he's in some sort of some sort of VGT car or something. Looks like some sort of Peugeot to me. Like, how quick is it to, like, about, you reckon, like, another 5 mile an hour between the Porsche and the Peugeot? It would be like 5-10 mile an hour. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's just like really the Supra's main strength from it is the straight line, as we all know. Then the corners, like, and after I felt like when I flick it into second gear, coming out to the corners, then I start to like feel the what is like well, the snap. Just like you feel the snap like in any sort of car. Like since the new update, then you do feel the snap like coming out of the corner whilst you're in second gear. But the only way to get out of that, avoid that wheel spin, is just to flick it to third, if you wanted to, or even just to let go of the throttle. And yeah. The M6. Yeah, no worries, bud. So yeah, like looking at what others have got. We've got Wally DJ in the Peugeot, and then we've got Shadow in the GR Supra. Creating the 4GT, Vines Racing in the RCF, Spawn the Mercedes, Drew in the Suzuki. Witchel's in the room. Well, welcome aboard, Witchel. And we've got Sally from India as well, one of TJ's followers as well. So and if you're just joined in, go and check out TJC Gaming's YouTube channel, and because every Sunday he does the 90-minute endurance races, unless he does some of them races at random, lobbies at random in the middle of the week. Witchel's quick. So we've got like a... Yes, that many manufacturers. Yeah, that many manufacturers involved, and which really just makes it an interesting race, don't it? Yeah, true. And like it's like really like about, well, you want to like about something that that's really kind on its tires, as well as the Supra, the M6. Yeah, I feel that for some reason the like the Supra was drinking fuel. Like there was this stream that I were in a lobby where I was using the Supra at Monza, in Craig's stream actually, when Handy Pint was the guest on this stream, and the Supra was literally drinking fuel a lot. So obviously it's just like one of those things that just had to, yeah. Yeah. I'm just going past the faster curves in sector 1 on the as I'm about to enter the Mulsanne straight. Yep, just the little things in it. So Vines Racing did Nusden did a 4-minute 1. Yeah, definitely. Because the time differences between the prototype cars as well as the sports cars is massive, as we all know. And I'm looking forward to Le Mans for this year. I'm not gonna lie, because you got a few some manufacturers in there. You got the Porsche, you got the Toyota, Vanwall. Remember Vanwall, like from Formula One days all these years ago? They're in it too. There's Ferrari, there's Cadillac. So yeah, well, um, it's it's getting there, like well, like which is obviously now's the time, like like to make them most of the internal combustion engine era before all of the manufacturers will have to go electric, which it's sad really because like we grew up from a generation where we like the smell of burning rubber and petrol and then now all the good stuff well, just like about the old days, and then obviously with a lot of manufacturers that are going electric for a reason. Then well, put it this way, that it takes up more pollution to make the electric motors than it is yeah. So then that makes no odds whatsoever. Even even though that I have a real car where for me that my intentions to keep driving a car that's got a manual gearbox, an internal combustion engine, and a handbrake lever. That's the basics of it that I like to keep the trend going for as long as I can. Before in 10, 15 years time that they'll be tough but to get hold of one of these things in the second-hand car market. Four M6s. Yeah. Even be quick at even be quick at the straight line, but then obviously the corners is also another matter as well. Yeah, so if I can get close to the likes of W20 and Wally DJ and well, depending where you were about finish in qualifying, then I'll be happy, no less, because overall it's a great experience, to compete in TJ Stream and at the highest level I can possibly go. So I've won some races before in TJ Stream. One in the SF19 in Fuji, and the next one was the GR2 at the Nürburgring. Mind you, you were there, weren't you, in the Nürburgring? Well, it's nice to have somebody around your house, isn't it? Yeah, started soon, so ready up. And let's get down to business for qualifying. Let's get down to business for qualifying. And you, mate. You mean Treneski? I'm going to say that he's out in Monza with his dad, like as his dad's racing in the in them Twingos, the Renault Twingos. Yeah, I'm out. Didn't take me long, like to we've got Shadow in the Supra. Be interested to see what what he can do in the Supra. Oh, silly boy. He may as well just do a last to first challenge, you know. Like a lot of us are getting into a habit of doing that sort of stuff, you know, to test ourselves to see how many places can we make up from the last position. Like, imagine 20 people in a lobby. If that I'd love it. But then again, that you got like the constant crossplay issues with the rubber banding and the rubber banding. It's just it's just them little things that they're gonna prioritize until eventually, and I hope that they go from 60 to 20. Yeah. Yep. Is he a Ronaldo fan? Yeah, Yep. Yep. We may get at least a lap. No. Oh, it will be. It will be going into the night. Yeah, because it's a 24-hour cycle, so time rates times 16. Having looked into their lobby settings and whatnot, so yeah. Yeah, so that Treneski's dad, them Renault Twingos, they've got them motorbike engines in them, which obviously they're a lot faster than my real car. Not gonna lie. Must be them 1000 CZs or something, because them Twingos are like that small, and so really they sound like them Suzuki Kawasaki motorbike engines, something like that. So I reckon 1000 CZ. Although that it's one of them one make races that I didn't pay much attention to until I've seen what's been going off, and yeah. I'm just about to start my lap, going through the chicane. And you do the talking on the track. them two cars behind me look like they've got the straight line. Including Witchell. Shadow with a 3-minute 57 in the Supra. Purple in the first sector, but the question is how much more time will I have when the clock gets to 0. Good luck with that, because Witchell's for second in the BMW as well, and I believe it's the endurance model that he's got, and yours is the sprint. Purple in sector 2, even though that the Supra's got the legs. Personal best in sector 3. Not get me qualifying lap in, because I'll have less than what you call it, like a minute to get the lap in, and I'll not be able to make it to the finish line. So, but I think that 5th place will do me, which I think it would have been like further up a bit if I would have been like a second quicker or something. But see what happens in the race, which is a different matter as well. Don't worry, Alfie, I can, because it happens, not even realising that you have to. Yeah, it's all good. One second. Yeah. Yeah. It's a rolling start, bearing in mind. So, I was like thinking, just go with a strategy that'll do with the job, knowing that that this game like has like more tire deck because of the amount of understeer that you get, which obviously affects the controller users more, don't it, as well? Yeah, it's a shame that it's poor on the new physics. W20 said on the lobby chat. But it's not too bad because this is literally feels like a GT Sport physics. If you remember playing that. Let's get down to business. Good luck, Alfie. Enjoy yourself. Don't do anything stupid. Yeah, just like head down. You don't win the race like from the first corner. You just got to think of the long run and look out for the weather. All right, so if you want to mute your mic, you can do. It's your choice. I'm not saying you have to, but I'm saying it's completely how you want to when you're in lobbies and whatnot. So, but yeah, so yeah, and don't give up. That's the most important thing about in this kind of situation, especially like the and you. So we're about to start Le Mans 24-hour, and it's green flag for the 90-minute endurance race. Down onto the Mulsanne straight. We've got W20 in the lead, Shadow GT44 in second, Scully in third, Nusden in fourth, myself in fifth, Vines Race in sixth, The Creator in seventh, and Spawn in eighth. And that's about the top eight as we get into the first of the two chicanes on the Mulsanne straight. Only by the barest of margins out of the second chicane. Half a second penalty, but a long way to go. but we'll see what happens. I'm not going to be fighting over the well, for fifth, like as Vine's racing in the Lexus looks quick on the straight. Got these two battling like a bit for the lead, W20 and Shadow. Oh, looked like Shadow had to back out like that one as he felt he was wrong after making contact with Witchell. So that's good. Fair play to you, buddy. Vine's race is good. And Wally DJ, like in the Peugeot, like has started 14th for the grid and is up to 7th place. Long way to go, buddy. Got the run on the Vines racing in the battle for 5th. Yeah, that's like where are you at now, Alfie? In terms of position. Oh, nearly got rear-ended by Watley there. Don't worry, buddy. I know that that Peugeot VGT is quick on a straight line, so long way to go. I must admit that them VGTs, especially the Mazda RX Visions, the Peugeot VGT, and a few others, are just on another planet. Like literally, if you take them out, then get them actual real life cars, well, all in the same grid, then we'd have got a proper motor race on our hands, because them VGTs are just like on another planet. Wally looks like he's going to try and take 6th place off me. I'm just going to sit behind Wally and then save a tiny bit of fuel until he disappears off even further. Yeah, TJ's behind me as well in the Toyota Supra as well. Oh, Scully and the Lexus look like they're having a bit of right ding dong there. Scully's pitted like surprisingly on the medium. From the mediums, that's very early like for the medium runner. These two up front of me have got a time penalty for track limit violations. I'm not going to fight to TJ because that Toyota's quick on the straight line. I may as well just sit back for a touch there. Get a bit of fuel saving. I can hear you. Don't you forget about me. So I saw Wally got a half-second time penalty for track limits, and Vines Racing's also got a 1.5-second time penalty for track limit violations. Yep. Yeah, my attention like is just like well to because the way I looked at like how the strategy pan out in Wally's side in the 80s 90s Group C race a while back, that he did a one stop, which I'm like, yeah, that's pretty impressive, and it's just like well, like down to like well, how much fuel can you, which that's the sort of strength that Wally does have, which is the strategy based on depending what will tyre wear and fuel consumption rate the lobby settings be put, and he'll be up for whatever it takes, to be like the best of it he can be. And Vines Racing is pit on. Yeah, that well, there wasn't like a top ups on fuel. My tyres are good. Yeah, you're right behind me now. I can see you. I could climb up the leaderboard. What's happened? It's yeah, just that well, the rear end kicking in it. Long. It's got Shadow. Got Shadow in the lead. Witchell in second. Gunnarsdon in the third. TJ in fourth. Wally in third. I'm in sixth. Nick is in from Greece is in seventh. Like Created in eighth. And the gap between myself and the leader is 13.4 seconds. And Gunnarsdon has dropped to fifth, as I've just noticed up front. Must have a time penalty added for track limit violations. Personal best amount of the race, 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Yellow flag. What does that? Oh, TJ's about gone off. Wonder what happened there. It's not that bad, because he's dropped down to 6 now, as he had a moment of the chicane. And he's dropped to 7th as well, TJ. And Nick has gone up to 6th place. Yep. Are you in the mediums? You're in stuff, no worries. I might not be the quickest quickest person like in the sort of car that I'm in, but strategy is also going to be a different matter where I'm going to have to like find a solution to get further up the field, knowing that these cars are that these drivers further up ahead as they're just walking it like with the turbos they're going on and what have you.
I don't know how I'm doing this, but I'm purple by 5/10.
Purple by 5/10. I mean, this is what motivates me, like to try and like get like where you've got Tong, Wally, Witchell, Ryan Stanton. Those are the people who I feel that motivate me to try and like beat them, like whatever the equipment and whatever car choice and then. And then there's you, Alfie and Clayjacks, who are quick, and I know for a fact that in a few years' time, that you'll get better as a driver, like as the years go by, with the amount of experience you'll be building, in terms of the mentality, the physicality, and what have you.
Scully's all over me.
I'll say like I've just noticed that TJ is dropping further down, like whatever's going off, but I have no idea.
Down there next to me.
What position you in, Alfie?
13. I'm having a whole different race with Scully. Catching TJC now. You got a penalty? No.
Yeah, the objective for me is just to try to keep the mistakes to as minimum as possible, and that's the name of the game, innit? Although I have only one track violation, which is only half a second, so but we'll see what happens as we get into the 20-minute mark into the race.
They're going rotten. They are going rotten.
Yep.
Number 59.
Yeah, you've got the pace of it. It's yeah, I'm over a quarter of a second up about on me delta in terms of my personal best lap.
Deja vu. Same people again.
Like back to where it all started.
Yep. Oh, 5 attempts, that's alright.
What happened?
I nearly had a big tank slapper. Big tank slapper.
Yeah, that M6 does bite you sometimes.
It's fucking scary.
do what you do, do what you do. And with only 5 rounds to go in Wyndham's championship, obviously, like versus a championship protagonist, then it's not over till it's over, is it?
No,
But
don't worry about actually race every single one.
yeah, that I feel that where I am now, that there's one person that's standing in my way, and that is Tonk, because every time he comes into a championship race, then he gets pole, wins with a faster slap to his name. So I'm gonna give it everything, like what I got, and with these new physics and whatever, you like changing the game completely. Really, it would be interesting to see like how it all pans out. But I think where I am now, that I've been in this position like well since round 4, and no matter what happens in the next 5 rounds, where if I win or lose the championship, it's been an enjoyable experience. But obviously, you know, as I said that to me, it's not over till it's over, like about Alfie, because obviously there's a lot like about to play for in terms of getting a whole lot of points. And if it wasn't like for those like DNFs to me that you had, then you would have been up there by the smallest of margins.
I know. Oh my god, this pit lane. That is difficult.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like about them pit lane is a bit of a handful, like about to get it right in it in the fastest way possible. But nevertheless, that
Scully back in the pits.
it's been an enjoyable experience, like to be part of this championship. Nevertheless, knowing that we get paid at the end of it all.
That's why I just want to be third. I'll be happy with third in the championship.
So I think, as it stands, that there's myself and my lead in the drivers' championship, then Tonk, then Stefan, then there's you. Because it's been like 2 weeks since we last did a race, and Winegum's just got back off a holiday. So, but we'll see what happens whenever the next race pans out. So, for those who are watching,
Say that,
yep.
in the championship though, you got quite lucky, as in with the teammate you got, as in you've not had to lose one. Like, I've not actually had a proper teammate throughout the whole thing, which is annoying, but it's what it is. You know what I mean? You can't really do it.
Like,
It's just difficult. You know what I mean?
we've been through like the highs, the lows, the pointing figures, the accusations that we had like about once upon a time and whatnot, and so like this championship has literally thrown a lot of drama like on and off the track, hasn't it? That you know, so
Yeah.
but
That's all racing there.
it's all like racing, and it's just like, well, because like we as drivers like are working like together with the authorities, depending who's available on the occasion, and to make sure that the championship's running properly to the way it should be. So like as a driver, like, well, for me, that well, I always know that sometimes when things like don't go to the way that it should, really that like the only way to settle it is just to do the talking on the track, and
Exactly.
and that I think from the first race up until this point that I'd be in the position to stand a chance of winning the championship. Well, was making most of Tonk's absences. He only missed 4 races. He only missed the 4 races. Oh, Nick is just right behind me from around and nowhere in the Castrol Supra.
Yeah. It looks quite quick.
Yeah, So that's one of the super drivers who are just quick in a straight line. And what Mitchell's pitted for the for the from the softs. Yeah, he's in the M6 endurance model with 58% of fuel. So that well, that beamer must have been drinking a little bit of fuel and all. Although I did a bit of fuel saving technique and whatnot.
He might have been doing what I was doing though, to be fair. Just going flat out on the softs until they're done. And then probably racing with the strategy on the mediums or the wets. Because you never know. Might get some rain.
Yeah, I'm just.
Everyone's in for softs. Swarm, TJC. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I'm going into the half hour mark of the endurance race, and so we've got Shadow GT44 and Wally DJ in second. So that's your top two. I'm in third, and I'm yet to pit. So it's just the three of us up front of me that are yet to pit. And I know that Nick is behind me in the Castrol Super Icoma, who's in fourth as well. Witchell is pitted for a new set of tyres. And then there's Drew, like Creative Vines Racing, and obviously like setting personal best like him in Sector 2. And I can feel that like well the mediums will get me through to another couple of laps or something like that. But we'll see what happens. And for those of you who's just tuned into me YouTube stream, and I started fifth, like which is the best I can get. Although I felt like I could have gone a second quicker if the time continuation would have carried on. But race is also a different matter as well. Shadow's in the Toyota Supra concept, Wally DG in the Peugeot VGT, and I'm using the Porsche as I thought. I'll just go for something a little different and just do the best job I can nonetheless. And Nick's just got a half-second time penalty for track limit violations, even though I've only had one track violations, which was on the first lap. But it's I'm not going to fight like Nick for that. Oh, Nick's giving me a push. That's nice. Yeah, I didn't think that Nick would do me a favour, just to give me a nudge like on the straight line, knowing that for a fact that that the Porsche is a bit of a sitting duck, and then the Toyota's quick on the straight line. So that's nice of Nick. According to the weather radar, there's no rain around the 50-mile radius. Yep. As the track temperatures will drop and what have you. And Shadow's pitted from the lead on the softs with 52% of fuel on board. And I'm just about to go and overtake him as I'm yet to pit, as I'm staying out for another couple of laps. And Nick's pitted for the from the softs as well with 54% of fuel. And while he's in the is the race leader for the time being, so I think he might have started on the mediums still. The creators got for the mediums. Oh, he's pitted. and Shadow's put full tank in, and he's gone onto the mediums. So a totally different race as I started on the mediums. You started the softs, Alfie, like so. Really, that if I go for the softs towards the end, there's going to be a dash to the line. But then again, with the new physics, tire wear like a bit is also like another thing to bear in mind with the amount of understeer that we've got compared to the previous update.
Love that. Get hit off the track. Let's go. Let's go.
Who hit you?
Some fucking guy back here. Went wide. I went down his zone. Just hit me.
And Witchel's right behind me, and he's flashing lights at me, saying, "Hello, I'm there. What you doing, like in that Porsche?" And he's got a half-second penalty for track limit violations. So, oh. That's nice of him. He flashed the hazards like him as it gave me a little rub on my bumper, a feel on my bumper, and I kept it together somehow, and obviously left in enough racing room, which was enough for him like to go around the outside and to overtake me for second, having pitted like him for the new tyres. I think that might sound this might sound ambitious if you're there, Alfie. If I like get to a one-stop strategy, then I think like I'd be happy like to make that one-stop strategy work. If I can. Well, it's me my left rear tire like is near to its end, so because like that, of course, like that left rear tire is chewed up more than any other corner. But when I put some fuel on board as well as some fresh tires, then my car will start to feel more lighter, and it would be more kinder to its tires as well.
Just remember you have to use the salt.
I've not forgotten about it.
I don't know, I can't really shop you driving the car, so you definitely do something about it.
Yep. Like the worst feeling that you get, like which I was in TJ's stream last night at Watkins Glen in the M6 Sprint model, and with 2 laps to go, my front left tire was gone. I've drove like with the 2 entire laps with a dead front left tire, and that's the beauty of the new physics in it. Yeah. Even though that like one person or two like had to pit in like for new tires, and then I didn't need to, because there was only like 8 laps at the time. So which does give me like the insight to get the source of information, in terms of the game's current physics and whatnot, and see where I go from there. I got that like new Audi RS5 DTM car, and it's a GR2. It is totally different car like to any other, because you would have to use the DRS this whole time and all for when you go over 100 mile an hour, and it doesn't even spin. You don't even lose the back end like for when you got a DRS on. Same a bit like the video wheel IDR time trial car, because in the Formula 1 car that you'd like when you get DRS on like in the corner, then you lose the back end, and then that's it, you're fucked. It's that simple. But it's just a bit weird like about this game sometimes when you got DRS on in the IDR and the RS5 DTM, you don't even lose the back end like it was chucking it in corners. Weird, innit? Taking a sip of water to keep me hydrated throughout the race. what position you're in.
13, this is boring.
I'm just in a lonely third place at the moment between Witchell and Shadow. And then Wally's just running away with it in a pug. I'm staying out for another lap, but despite the fact that now my left rear tyre is gone. I want fresh rubber at the end. That's all I want. Fresh rubber. I can feel my car starting to get a bit more tail happy with that dead left rear tyre. So I put 14% more fuel in.
Okay, making pit stop. Make some time up in the pit stops about that. Overtaking a Labuche.
Yeah, I'm just doing a bit of maths like me, you know, because we've reached the halfway mark of this 90-minute endurance race. So just working out like the fuel and which I'm going to put a bit in, as well as putting some fresh softs on and get to the end. And Shadow's got a half-second time penalty for track limit violations. So like then again, that I'm just like continuing to keep the mistakes to as minimum as possible, especially with that dead tire that I've got running. Having started on the mediums, and I've done 11 laps. I will be at my 12th lap as I'm about to get into the pits. And the racetrack is pitch black. What a bloody save I made coming into the Indianapolis. No tyre, and then I used all the attributions, you know, to do the control slide.
Just a little bit of tactics there. My place.
No rain still around the 50-mile radius. So it looks like it's going to be a dry race. But see what happens when we get to the end game. And I'm going to come in at the end of this lap, approaching the chicane. Right, 41 minutes to go. Getting the softs on. 31% fuel, 5.4 laps. Come on, car. Pop up. Pop up. Fresh softs on. Over half a tank in, which should get me to the end of the race. But we'll see what happens, as it is Danny C time. And when it's Danny C time, I never lose the faith. I'll just keep going in a minute until the very last moment of the race. Have you got to go? I guess you got something. I guess you got something going off then.
Pretty much. Just wasted like, oh, so annoying.
Alright then. Whatever you got to go. Yeah. A bit of pleasure, and thanks for joining in to my stream, and I'll see you on the next time out in the track. Alright then. Take care. Oh, and Witchel's leaving the race. Like, well, don't worry, buddy. Take care. It's nice to have you in there as well. A yellow flag. What was going off there? 35 minutes left on the clock. Oh, a little rub on the outer barrier. Don't want to be doing that too often. But luckily, no mechanical damage on the car. So, and for those who just tuned in, with nearly a half an hour left of the race to go, and what happened at the start is that I started fifth. Started on the mediums. Then I also had Asian Alpha on the mic. One of the quickest drivers in the making, and of course, like, well, the best is yet to come. So like, we have Witchell, Wally DJ, and Shadow in the battle for position for the lead, as they were in the fast cars. With Wally in the Peugeot VGT, Witchell in the BMW M6 endurance model, but he had things to do as he left the lobby. We've got Shadow, like, who's also in the Toyota Supra. Then we've got TJ in the Toyota Supra, and they were in a different strategy to me as well. So, and I'm just in the Porsche, having started on the mediums, then gone on to soft. So onto the, as I entered lap 13 of this endurance race with 41 minutes left on the clock. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see how that next half hour pans out, as I'm looking to do a one-stop strategy. And if you are new to this, for those of us who are just tuning in as well, I am a weekend person only, unless I decide to like pop up in the middle of the week at random. So feel free to like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and yeah, we'll see where we go from there. I also competed in a legitimate championship, put it this way. I also competed in a championship on the Friday evenings with the average of every 2 weeks. So yeah, that's just like what I'm on with. So in the running order, having a race for an hour with less than half an hour on the clock. We've got Wally DJ in first, Shadow GT44 in second, TJC Gaming in third, Nick in fourth, Knuston in fifth, I'm in sixth, Drew in seventh, and Fajitsu TBT in eighth. That is your top 8 running order. We didn't have any rain like for the whole race. Oh, changed the gear too early then. So we're not expecting any rain for the next half hour according to the 50-mile radar. So that's the current situation at the Le Mans. We've got Wally DJ, who's pitted from the lead, having started on the mediums with 12% of fuel left when he made most of it out of them tyres in the Peugeot VGT. And then we've got Shadows also pitted for the from the mediums as well. And we've got TJ who's also pitted for the pitted not only to change tyres but to add some fuel on board. And we've got Knusden in was also in the pits as well. and Wally comes out still in the lead as well. And then we've got Nick in second in the Toyota, Shadow in the Toyota, who's come out of the pits in third with new tyres. And then I'm in fourth, TJ in fifth. And Shadow's taking second place off of Nick. Both of them in the Toyota. If I can finish in the top 5 of having it while doing a one stop, then I'd be happy. But the question is, will these tyres ever last in the end? Them soft tyres. But we'll see what happens on that occasion. So I can see the daylight to come in like up in the skies. Nick is pitted like about from the mediums and with 1% of fuel on board, which it's interesting. So Nick has come back up to the pits in 6th place. So we've got Wally DJ in the Peugeot VGT in first, Shadow GT44 in the Toyota Supra in second. I'm in third in the Porsche 911. TJ in the Toyota Supra is fourth. And then we've got Nusden in 1984 in 5th from Denmark. We've got Nick in 6th from Greece. Drew in 7th as well. We've got Saleh in 8th from India. So that's your top 8. And with less than 20 minutes to go, there's still a lot to play for. But when the clock gets to zero, there, that it's a matter of how long can the continuation go. So that whether it's going to be a minute or two, I don't know. That either way, I'm still like I'm gonna. If I like him, nevertheless, no matter what happens in the next 18 minutes or so, then I'll be happy like with a top 5 in the car. That might not be like quicker than the Toyota Supra on the straights, but obviously that, of course, that will be something. Not only that, to make the one-stop strategies work, but I'm not the only person to be going for a one-stop strategy. I started on the medium tyres, and one of you started on the mediums as well. And then Shadow's pitted twice. TJ's also pitted twice. So we're running in completely different strategies, which I'm not going to lie. Get a bit more daylight. I've got more daylight now. We've got to put a break if references back, and because nighttime and daytime you get like a very different, slightly different reference points, like a bit in terms of your vision and whatnot. So. And Shadows, I put in a 3 minute to 56.9 in the Toyota Supra, set in the fastest lap of the race. So these two of them are 15 seconds apart in two different cars, with less than 15 minutes to go, all to play for. If I could try and hold on to and get to the end on these tyres, as well as enough fuel, and finish ahead of TJ, I'd be happy with a third place, nonetheless. oil love tap. Minutes left to go on limp hole mode with worn out tyres. With an 18.5 second gap between me and TJ in the battle for third.
Awesome job, Danny, mate. Oncoming fist, medium skin tone.
Thanks, mate. Really appreciate it. Started on the mediums, finishing off the softs, and I'm on limp mode as I want to make sure I just get the fuel to the end. With less than 10 minutes to go. But it's not over yet because TJ's 14 seconds down the road in a battle for third. To say that I didn't think I'd just been in a chance of a podium in a car that might not be a good. Oh yeah, 100%. That and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just short shifting the best I can, as well as the lifting and coasting, and of course having to mess around with the fuel map as well. So.
Surprised you're in the Porsche TBH, but you're doing great. Thumbs up. Medium skin tone.
I'm gonna say that for me that I wasn't really sure what car to choose for, knowing that Toyota is quick on the straight line, but then it's just finding the groove with this new update in it, which obviously the Super is the one like where you got Wally in the Peugeot VGT, and then the Shadows in the Toyota Supra, then TJ's in the Supra, and I'm just giving all I got with note to lose to try and get a good result in a car that might not be the best on the straight line. So obviously that it also has the fuel efficiency, which is a good thing about the 911 in it. So we've got like 2 laps left, plus the depending how long extra we're gonna go on the race as well. So we're gonna like have another minute when the clock runs down to 0. So but yeah, see what happens.
Impressive stuff, man.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Even though that I was going into the 45 minute mark. I just thought, you know what? I'll just get to like another I'll just stay out for another lap. Even though that my left rear was dead, and I'm not gonna lie, but I managed it well. Even though that having gone onto the softs into the 40 with 41 minutes left on the clock, I just thought I need the grip towards the end, which should do me the job nicely. Not only that, with a lighter car with less fuel on board, it will also benefit from there as well. So, but yeah. I said originally that if I can get to the top 5, and at least I'm satisfied with the result. But to get in third place in a unfavourable car on this particular track, then I'll be pleased.
Just keep an eye on the clock on last lap, mate. You have spare time to purposely only do one more lap.
Yep. Less than 5 minutes to go. Four minutes and 8 seconds remaining.
Gonna jump back in TJ's stream. I expect to see a Danny. See page 3 beaming face with smiling eyes.
I think that, of course, I'd be happy with a P3. Alright then, take care, buddy. .2 seconds for what will be effectively the last lap. You see, like on the countdown when you get the clock ticking down, like to get them words together on what was available on the board. Feels something a little bit like that to me. if you can relate to that. You're waiting for the clock to run down and for the race to finish. You can see TJ behind me. 4.4 seconds. That Toyota TJ's in is damn quick on the straight. Not gonna lie. Twenty seconds left to go. One second left to go. And that is it. I've got a podium. I've got a podium because of it. He reached to the finish line before the clock kicked in. Oh. Wow. Right at the last second, TJ across the line, 4th place, and then so it's going to be Wally DJ who's going to take the race win, and from Shadow GT, Rally in the Peugeot, and Shadow in 2nd, and obviously and I'm about to finish 3rd, and I've timed it like just the checkered flag on my wall just at the right time before the clock hits to 0. Wow, that was intense. Just when I thought I have no left rear tyre at all, and with no fuel, not a lot of fuel left, and yeah, so happy days. If it would have been one more lap, he would have had me. One more lap, and then TJ would have had me. So I could just put it to fuel mix 6, and say thanks for watching this long endurance race, and also thanks to Asian Alfima who was in the party with me, and it's a pleasure to have him in company. and I ran out of fuel. But I don't care, because I got a podium like to my name in one of the tightest of kilometers. So it's Wally DJ in first in the Peugeot VTT, Shadow GT44 in the Toyota Supra, and I finished third in a Porsche and beating one of the Toyotas, beating a Toyota. And I did a one-stop strategy, which also makes it even nicer, didn't it? So.
Thank you, Dakar. What I did. There is a DC ray guy, there two spinning somewhere. Awesome, Soleil. There you are, buddy. PA, dude. Well done, man. FF.com, that was fun. It was, dude. Really enjoyed that one. Well done, TJ. Look at that.
So there we have it, third place. I'll take that.
Finishing fourth. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, buddy. GG's, everyone. Nick P5. Well done. Well done. I went up 12 places, chat. Just take a second to think it won. Literally, I went up to P3. I swung to the back, up to P4. So GG's to me as well for that. Jesus Christ, that was hard. 204 miles as well. Thank you everyone. Thank you, Wally. Well done, buddy. Well done, dude. Well done. Let's save the replay there. Let's have a look. Did you one-stop, Wally, by any chance? I think you one-stopped, dude. I'm guessing you one-stopped. Well done, Danny. Yeah, Trouble was on the about third. I know, Danny, dude. I know. If only I didn't lose 30 seconds, man. If I didn't lose those 30 seconds in the race, you know. GG's on your P3. Right, so Wally takes the win. We've got Shadow in P2. We've got Danny in P3. And I was only aiming, after qualifying P16, I was aiming for a top 5 or 6, and we finished P4, chat. Absolutely incredible. We have also fast BMS Nick in P5, also be fast Knudsen as well in P6. They were closing up, chat. They were closing up quickly as well. Very fast all the way. We've got Drew in P7. Well done, Drew, for our P7 buddy. And P7 or PA in my lobbies, chat, as you know, is very, very good, especially when they're not crazy. So look, yeah, the one stop is your only hope. Tony Silva says no training. WTF is that top speed, the GT, they nerfed it too. I know. Happy days, boys. Mobile app, yeah, I would have got you, Danny. Mobile app, buddy. Actually, I lost 30 seconds. I spun twice. It's crazy. The one stop was powerful. I regret two stopping. Happy with P2 after all the shit races I've done. No worries, Shadow. You did well, buddy. GG's, dude. I'm on PS4, so guessing most are on PS5. Yeah, we're on PS5, buddy. That's just desync. That's the cars catching up, dude. Let's look at the rest of the finish here. That's just the desync catching up. It's not so much anything to worry about with desync. Yeah. Okay, Danny. Gives Danny C some love, everyone. Danny C was streaming as well, so go get some love on YouTube, everyone. Type in Danny C there. Happy days. Mercoson's quick and straight. So that's correct. Thanks, I definitely think yourself, Shadow TJ, would have been really close to me. If not ahead of me for guys one stop. I was thinking of the one stop after qualifying, Wally. My qualifying went so badly starting P16. I had to go just flat out. I really had to go flat out. There's nothing else I can do.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go through like the results, having saved the replay. Yep, just like that. So there's your confirmation, having like looked on the stream for a moment that we've got Wally DJ in the Peugeot VGT in first as your race winner. We've got Shadow GT44 in second, and then I've got myself in third, TJC in fourth. So go and check him out for his stream for 90-minute endurance streams in
replay look. I'll see how the start of the race is, boys. Replay looky. Gonna have a looky, boys. Replay looky.
And we've got Nick in fifth, then we've got Conuston in sixth, and we've got Drew in the seventh, we've got Saleh in the eighth, and then we've got Le Creator in ninth, we've got Fred Jiu-Jitsu in 10th, and then Spawn in 11th. Well, the last of the running cars, we've got Chesney in 12th, with the last of the DNS, Asian Alpha, Scully, and Witchell, who was running in the podium spots and had to go as he had things to do, which is understandable. So obviously, yeah.
So much pace in that race. I mean, it was so good. It was yeah, we could have the podium there.
yeah, that's just gonna open me daily roulette ticket,
We'll win one of these one days, boys, in this very, very tight one.
a 4-star roulette ticket.
So you're coming down the inside, take care of it. I always hate this track, Cicely, I swear. No worries. Difficult track, right? So
I got credits.
yeah, 266 megabytes, boys.
30,000 credits. Gonna go into the Skates movie.
Absolutely incredible race. Right, we're gonna look at the people in the front here. We know that I come through the field. Let's see how it starts off for everyone. Happy days. Gotta run. No worries. Thank you, Dream. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. Right, let's have a look, chat. Right, so Sharon led the way. This one, oh, you don't like bathrooms, Sally. It's good, dude. Thank you. Check out how fast my car is the straight. I will do, Wally. I'll check it out, dude. I'll check it out. Right, so Shadow led him down to turn one. Then we had Winchell, Sully, Ludson. We had Danny. We got Vines, Grader. We got Spawn, Drew, Wally, Soleil, Nick, French Seal, Agent Alfie, Chesney, and myself, boys. Right, so, oh, Shadow looked a little bit sideways there. So race soft, race medium, race soft, okay. Down on the medium, Vines on the medium. Okay, I did think someone front with the mediums. PG, exactly, dude. Let's have a look. Where is he? Where are you, Wally? Right, let's check his top speed out, boys. Got 7 gears, hasn't it, as well? Gotta run. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you for being here. 177 miles an hour. 178. Coming out of tow, though. Nice, nice. The Supra was doing just over 170, wasn't it? It's pretty good. Pretty good. Right, Drew's gonna put up a fight, boys.
Looking on the replay that's on the TJC stream, obviously like that, like while he's
So look at this.
Peugeot VTT, he was
What's the start here?
Shadow were just able to get over 170 mile an hour on the straight, and I'm like, did I like him a go there? I wasn't too sure, but anyway, that it was a balance of just getting the tires and the fuel together. Even though this car still has the edge to be good at various circuits and whatnot. So, but other than that, it's been like it's been like an enjoyable race, and less of an intense towards the end of the battle for third until I crossed the line before the clock hit 0, and that's what got me third place in the Porsche, which I'm more than happy with. One more lap than TJ would have had me in the Supra. So, and if you're new to this, I am a weekend person unless I do a stream at random in the middle of the week. So feel free to like, subscribe to me too, champion. So on that note, I'm gonna shoot as yeah. So yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, have a nice day, and all the best, and peace.